to Now TV Canada. I am just on YouTube channel. I am your host Jen here in Vancouver, Canada. This time around, I am trying to block that really massive sunny streak in behind me because it's a beautiful day, as is at this time of year in Vancouver usually. And I'm also just trying to get a little bit of viewing of the finished sandwich. So welcome back to my chicken and apple sandwich adventure. I didn't do, the layered sliced apple version of the sandwich that I had saw a recipe of. I went with like the Wardolph salad version concoction sandwich. I think that's what Cecilia Blondell from Svalbard was eating when she's tried something new the other day, which got me hankering to try the same thing. But all of this is based on the inspiration of my wanderlust and my desire to visit everywhere, but specifically places with winter weather that I can enjoy immensely, because it's half the temperatures of the cold temperatures I grew up in. Right? So 20 minus 25, cakewalk. And the few snowstorms I've seen her show they have up there, cakewalk. And some of the best time is when you're shoveling after that. And I'm good with animals gifted, and I do research on how to grow things in cold environments. And I've been planning this oasis or dome idea of things, and this adventure up there would be like a perfect opportunity for that. And to further my scuba diver training experiences and getting used to swimming in the water up there with the whales and the walruses and stuff. So this has not been something that I've thought about just overnight. It's been a well-researched, thought-out thing over time as to where I'm going to go next. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to spread my wings and go overseas and get out of Canada. And I have had this desire to fix my Euro passport with my ancestry for a really long time. But it takes a lot of planning, a lot of work, and it's very expensive. And so it just might be easier to relocate and become a part of a community, offer a lot, and have the local government go, hey, wow, you have so much. We're inspired to enjoy and take in what you have, and we'll give you money, funding, support to continue your plans and grow our community and its needs, and making things cost efficient, and affordable and cohabitable with all of the nature in the environment. The answer isn't more guns or using guns for the wrong reasons. It's to understand the polar bears' communication and language, and understanding they don't like guns, they hate guns, they're afraid of guns because we don't know how to use them right. And so it's not that you can never have a gun, because there are some times where there will be a bad bear in the bunch and you're going to need to use the gun, or for hunting for other things like reindeer, and eating and feeding your family for the winter, with a big, huge deep freeze. So I would love the opportunity to get up there, and by showcasing my food and other skills, getting to know you guys and making these videos, I thought that would be a good way to open things up between us and getting to know me, and the fact that we're both writers and creative people. And I also have to say that I'm very much like you, OCD wise. I'm very organized and efficient. However, my mess is so bad now that I'm in need of staff really bad. I was just picking up on Christopher watching me try to organize my small Vancouver bachelor space, and after I did all that, he's like, oh, your desk is still messy, you have lots of work to do. Right, as if that would help me for all the work I did to clean and organize the rest of the space, to hear him say that because of his sense of humor. To almost feel inspired by your office in town, like somehow maybe we could, share that space in helping me project my future plans around my creative talents and skills, together, so that the space is fully used in an optimal way and allows me to get a start in a place where I should start from, because I can't just go up there, like you said, and just pop my butt out in the middle of nowhere. Right? It's just new for me. So today, right now, I am going to share my experiences with that chicken and apple inspired sandwich you ate the other day. So I'm just going to sit here and eat this half of the sandwich with you guys, and you can watch my natural response. Here goes. I'm going to take my first bite. Mm. Mm. Wow. So, the sprouts that I put on here, it's the hardest part to get out of the bread. You know when it's messy, and then you're onto something. I forgot to say grace. So thank you, Father, for giving me the skills to watch Cecilia try something once in a video and get the craving to do it and go out and find the ingredients and find a way to try to recapture what I was thinking she was experiencing and I wanted to have too. Okay, I'm going to keep eating now. Okay. And this is a good conversation. I hope I'm making people hungry. I think I did a good job. For my very first attempt at this sandwich ever, after watching Cecilia eat it once, and all the episodes I've watched, I was so happy to see you advertise and you tried something new instead of your stable salmon and egg thing, which I've never done because I like potato and egg salad and pickle. I love salmon just as salmon itself, so I just chow down salmon. Gonna have to go brush my teeth and use a dental floss before I go to my swimming lesson with my student. So, the idea of using two different cheeses that I had in my fridge was definitely a good one. And the spinach lettuce was a good choice, and red pepper was a good choice. I ended up not being able to use the original bread I had showed in an earlier video. They were out too long. But I had more stuff in the freezer, so I just thawed that out in the microwave. And it's turned out delicious. I just feel like in some way we're already old friends, known each other for years, because how many people have been following your story and watching videos, and you sort of get to know each other intuitively, even if we're not talking directly. And I think that's sort of what happened here about certain things in all of the renovations and life up there you guys have done, where you can't go any further about certain things because you don't have the answers or where to find the ideas, but you know that there is somebody that's out there that does, and they're like, and well, how do we get that here? When I take a last bite, I'll provide a clue. So see ya. Alright, 2 thumbs up. Chicken and apple. Swiss old cheddar, red pepper, sprouts with the beans, spinach, Hellmann's mayonnaise. I have Dijon mustard, garlic, and pepper and stuff in there too. That hit a spot. I gotta save the other half. I've had gastric bypass and I've had a revision done. So I'm one of those people that has to take 45 minutes to eat something. So in this introductory video of me getting to know you guys the other way around, where you see me making video, I wanted to say this in closing. A boat restaurant, a floating boat restaurant, and a floating boat library. So basically, my challenge is an invitation to have one or both of you guys come and visit me in Canada, visit my life and my circumstances, because it's absolute madness. The size of my production company, the size of all of the work I'm working on, and all of the business aspects and the little people, the extra arms and brains I don't have that I'm needing to build this, and how far apart my 2 favorite places are. And all the stuff that's consistently packed into bins with lids on them all the time. And I can never figure out why everything in my life has always remained packed. Why can't I unpack and settle in, homestead, and finally call someplace home? And I think after all the research I've done in my desire to regain my European roots and travel around Icelandic areas, because I love all 4 seasons. I'm a big winter baby. I was raised that way with Siberian cold temperatures. I mean, at this point with warmer globing, I could probably even handle visiting the Antarctic in certain areas now, because even they're getting longer springs and summers and their forests are becoming green and blooming. And so it seems the world has adapted around my needs, and the time is right. So my current tenants are leaving the property, the rental place in Quebec, Gatineau, Quebec, not Montreal or Quebec City, around October. So if you get this and we get to know each other and we interact, while I'm still here in Vancouver working on plans and life over here, you guys could be over there enjoying that apartment and seeing my conundrum, the situation about what I love and what the issue is in the limited amount of space, and comment on what you think about it, and then discover the problem. So the joke about the bookshelf that you did in the house where you're helping your friend clean it and get it show ready for the viewing, and it was a white shelf and completely empty, and it was beautiful, but too small for my books. I have a lot more than just one shelf, and so I'm picturing Christopher discovering all the books, right? You guys trying to move bins, and it's going to be like a 2 or 3 man job, and that the only way to keep my world going is by having it all on a boat. It can never leave the boat. It's got to stay on the boat. Like the homesteading's got to be the yacht or the houseboat or whatever fishing boat renovated into a floating home would look like, so that I can make food for people and give people library books or personal books I've read and lessons and other things that I do while I'm traveling around in it, and also showcase my food where you guys can actually enjoy it, and it's something new from somebody new from somewhere new. So you're welcome to come and stay there and work out what to do about how do we get me to go and spend 6 nights of polar nights up there with everyone and have a great time while I finish working on my stories. I have many stories I need to finish. I have some children's material that needs to finish, and I have some movie material that needs to be proofread, edited, and finished. And then I need to get it all self-published, promoted, and then do like little tourings and book signings and stuff, and Sweden and Denmark, Norway, Finland, all those places would be wonderful for me to do that. And then I have a really big, huge surprise on 4 wheels big that I think Christopher might find extremely challenging to figure out. A way to transport, because it's like throwing your weight around. Well, that's heavy duty. So I'm really there with the sense of humor. And that friend whose cabin you guys helped to show and help him sell, I instantly connected through the Lord, through God, all the work and time in placing that building there and why it was where it was located. And it occurred to me that the plans in my head, the visions I had about this thing I wanted to make, was based on the size of space available around something like that, where everything is built up off of the land already and never digging below any more than we have to, because the earth is sick of it, the trees are sick of it, nature's sick of it. Quit digging into the earth. You don't need to. You can build up. And it's the truth. So the government protecting in places where that permafrost needs to be protected, it's the right path for my ideas, and it's about having enough space to complete that and getting the special permissions to do that. So there you go. That's my long of the short of it, about you guys finding a way to figure out how to get me from the Pacific Ocean access I do have here in Vancouver at all the ports to where you are up there, and help me in the process to finish getting all of my small vessel operating licenses and things, so that I can be like a completely useful tool in that environment up there, taking people out on boats, whale watching, walrus watching, fishing, sharing libraries and food. So I had this kitchen idea a long time ago called My Kitchen, where people could go into my storehouse and see what's available, the jams and other things that I've made and stored. And if they're in the vicinity I'm in, they can just come and get it. Some stuff can be shipped, but much of the time it's just about where I am and what I'm making, that you can have it. So if you want to have something that you guys don't get in Svalbard that I'm making, then you have to get the boat there. And also having the boat and me traveling and working with that boat allows more affordability for you guys to get stuff you're ordering there faster, coming from the Vancouver port in Canada, or other residents up there, which keeps me coming back, right? Constantly visiting, a visitor that just never stops visiting. So anyway, that's my idea, getting to know each other, throwing it out there, and appealing to Christopher's sense of adventure and sense of humor, and yours too. And both of you and your desires to continue to try new food, which you inspired me to do with the chicken and apple sandwich, which I will definitely make again. Maybe I'll take a recipe version put together for myself and put it in one of my little mini cookbooks. So there you go, guys. I have to go get ready for teaching. I don't know, I think she's 11 this year. My 11-year-old swimming student, which is the other thing I was pausing about up there with all the kids that are up there. I mean, I'm not going to want to stop teaching swimming. And so we have to fix this swimming problem, because you can't teach swimming in the Svalbard Ocean. That wouldn't work. You can, scuba dive in dry suits and have a little bit of fun in the hot midnight sun season. But as for year-round activities, yeah, you're going to need me up there, and I need to come up with solutions. So I'm looking forward to this challenge and seeing if we can make this dream come true, where I can sit in front of firewood in every room I go into, burning in fireplaces for 6 months of polar nights, if not more, and see where all of that leads to. Thank you for watching me eat the chicken and apple sandwich, and I look forward to watching more videos and getting comfortable with the process of leaving my stuff packed and figuring out where the will of the Lord and the animals and environment say I need to go from here. So peace out, everyone. Have a good day. This is Superwoman signing off from Now TV Canada here in Vancouver. For the moment, keep coming back. And happy birthday to all of you. Thank you for watching. What does it say here? Hi. I don't see a name posted. But anyway, you guys, happy birthday. Thank you for watching. Keep coming back. Let's see how we can get Cecilia, Christopher, and me to combine our channels and our adventures and skills to create more opportunities and solutions for things between here, Canada, and there in Europe. Bye.